Hey guys, welcome to another video. My name is Saf and I help people expand their self-awareness. In this video, I'm going to share with you a technique of how to become desireless in order to manifest your desires. I know it sounds counterintuitive and it doesn't make sense to the logical and rational mind, but stick with me, I'm going to explain it to you. Let's get into it. So let's first understand what is a desire. A desire is a feeling of wanting something or trying to have something or wanting to experience something or wanting something to happen. Now desires are of two types. So the first one is superficial desire and second one is the authentic desire. Now we know we live in a time of information and so much of social media, news, so much narratives, and their bombarding of information that we think that we want this, but in reality we just don't want that. In superficial desires might make you satisfied in short term, but in long term they might be draining, or you might realize that this is not something that you wanted in the first place and you were just influenced by some flashing of like new gadgets or new experiences or travel experiences posted by other people on the internet, and you realize that this is something that will make you happy, but at first you thought this will make you happy, but later you realize that this is not something that you want. Now the authentic desire is a desire that is coming from within. It's not influenced by the external environment or the outer influences, but it's coming from within, and the desire that comes from within are really authentic and is really unique to your own soul. So let's dive deep into this and find out. Now desires are not necessarily a bad thing, but our attachment to the desire is really the cause of the suffering. Now imagine for a second, how do you feel when you have unfulfilled desires, and once you have fulfilled them, what's the difference? What's the difference in the feeling that you get after you have accomplished the desire? When you have accomplished the desire, you feel really joyous and peaceful, and you have done what you have done, and you have accomplished what you wanted to accomplish, and you have fulfilled your desire. So there is no inner resistance now, and you are one with yourself. The that's a really important point to notice here. As I mentioned, due to so much external influences and narratives been bumped into us and ingrained and programmed into us, that we lose connection with ourselves. Therefore we end up spending so much psychic thought energy into things that don't really matter to us. Now the key to becoming desirelessness or experiencing desirelessness and to become desireless is not to come up with resistance or trying to get rid of the desire, because trying to get rid of desire, you might have heard the story of Buddha, whose disciples went because he taught that desire is the cause of suffering. So the disciples went on to try to get rid of their desires by all kind of gimmicks and trying all the techniques that they have, and they came back to Buddha, and then they said like, oh, we still can't get rid of our desires. And the Buddha said to them that, isn't trying to get rid of desire still a desire? Aren't you still desiring to get rid of desire? So you see the futility of your own actions and limitations of your own mind and own intellect and logic and reason. You begin to come to silence, and then you become one with yourself. This is the whole point of becoming one with yourself and trying to know yourself, and transcending the mind. So as I mentioned, that trying to get rid of desire is a futile action. See, we have the futility of our own conscious mind, and we get attached to this conscious mind, and we identify ourselves with the scanning system rather than the observer or the witness behind it. So one of the hacks to become desireless is to assume the wish fulfilled. This is really powerful thing to experience, using your imagination, using your visualization to come to a state of desirelessness by assuming the wish fulfilled. assume right now and here and now that all your wishes are already fulfilled and you have achieved whatever you want to achieve, and see the difference in the feeling, the state, the visualization, the contemplation on it. See the difference and then you'll find out a place within yourself that is already inclusive and complete and whole and worthy of everything that you wished for, everything that you want. So I hope this is a bit confusing video for you, but as I warned, this might get confusing. So I hope you got some value out of this video and got some sort of key insights of how to stay desireless and stay peaceful, stay calm, and always stay one with yourself. So I'll see you in the next video. Peace and much love.